Guys, Andrew McFarlane here. Hope you are feeling just, peaceful, joyful, inspired, creative, all of these things. I wanted to talk about why is marketing such a dirty word? We sometimes associate this word marketing as being negative, ugly. And I was talking to a friend. I was in Bali a number of months ago. I was speaking to another woman who's a fellow entrepreneur, and she was just saying, "Yeah, I don't like to sell." And I said, "Well, whether you like it or not, you're doing it anyway. This doesn't depends on what you're selling. You could be selling anything, right? Because no matter what, you are endorsing and selling your lifestyle just by participating in it. Whether you meditate, if you're a meditator, you're selling meditation. You might not be vocal about it, but maybe people will ask you and you can mention it to them and you'll tell them, yeah, this is something that I found is beneficial. And you're selling it. It doesn't have to be dirty. It doesn't have to be ugly, right? As long as we're in integrity with ourselves and we genuinely want to support people with that thing, right? And it doesn't matter what it is, right? Because we can feel, and that's, I feel like part of our journey of becoming more aligned with ourselves is this process of being sensitive to feel when certain things don't feel right. They feel like maybe they're not our highest expression. Maybe they're a little bit out of integrity, not because we're being deceitful, but maybe because we're omitting a certain part of ourselves. We can be working in a job, at some point in our lives that we're just not inspired by. And in that way, we feel like, well, I'm out of alignment. And so that's, we can say, an ugly thing, right? Because we're not being true to ourselves, and not being true to yourself is an ugly thing. And so when people think about sales or marketing, they think that automatically and inherently they have to be doing something that means they're not being true to themselves. But that's actually not true, right? You can be completely aligned with what you believe in and what you're sharing, and genuinely believe that it's going to help people without being overbearing and giving them the opportunity to participate in what it is that you're doing. And for me, this is something that I've grown into more and more and more. I've never really had a big problem with business or sales, but I have had a big problem with being out of integrity with myself, right? So, and I mean that in the way of not that I've been out of integrity, but I've always been very sensitive to my life path. And I've always been sensitive to making sure that what I'm doing feels right and is right. And it's interesting to me even to be in this place where I'm sharing this information, because it took me a while to realize that business and sharing things that are spiritual can happen in the same conversation, right? That they're not two different conversations, and that they don't have to be out of alignment with one another, in the same way that marketing or sales can be part of your highest path. It can be part of what you're sharing. And that, once again, these are words, because we are doing these things anyway. For example, I drive a Toyota Prius, and I'm like, well, if someone asks me, I'll tell them it's a great car. I don't get anything from it, but in that same way, in that moment, I'm selling that car to them, right? But if the issue is if we're out of alignment with ourselves, if we're selling something that we don't really believe in because we want some monetary gain or something like this, and that's a whole nother conversation, and maybe I'll make a video about that. But we have to be in alignment, and so I'd be interested in what your thoughts are. I felt called to quickly make this video because I think this is a conversation that comes up often. Comment in the comment box below of what your perspective is. What is your perspective on sales and marketing? And do you believe that it's an ugly thing? Do you believe that you can't be spiritual and sell something? Yeah, interested in that. This is Andrew McFarlane with the Entrepreneurial Spirit, and sending you my love. Hope you're feeling amazing. And if you like the video, you can press the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you want to subscribe, I invite you to do so. And I'll see you guys soon.